how you change the carburetor on the Sencore S8100 cutoff saw. First thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the 4 T25 head screws on the hood, and then we're going to remove the hood. Next, we're going to remove the inner and outer air filters. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to remove the 6 screws from the top of the manifold. Sometimes it sticks a little bit and it's a little tight, so you're going to want to wiggle it a little bit. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is remove the 2 fuel lines and the 2 electrical connections at the top. Okay, now next thing you're going to do is remove the 4 screws holding down the console. We're going to lift the console up and we're going to gently pull the wires through and set the connection back and put it out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is take the left and right screw out of the manifold and set that to the side. After that, we have 2 bolts holding the carburetor. We're going to remove those and pull it out together. Now we're going to start removing the carburetor. We're going to pull it forward a little bit, grab your needle nose pliers, and disconnect the impulse hose and the fuel hose. And then we're going to gently twist out the throttle rod and remove our oil line. After that, the carburetor has been removed. Now we're going to take the spacers from the old unit and place it into the new unit. First, we're going to attach the oil line as far as you can. We're going to take the throttle rod and gently add it. And again, I'm going to show you how to do it. We're going to take the throttle rod and gently add it. We're going to align the impulse hose into the carburetor and gently push it into place. And make sure the electrical connection is between the two ports. We're going to put in our new gasket and manifold and feed the bolts through and gently tighten them down. Next thing, we're going to reinstall our 90-degree manifold. and gently tighten them down. Next, we're going to reinstall the console, feeding that wire back through the grommet. Make sure that all the hose and electrical connections and fuel lines are inside the console, and slowly lower it into place until it snaps, making sure it is flush all the way around. No pinched wires. And now we're going to tighten down the 4 screws. Then you're going to connect your 2 electrical connections and push them back into place towards the back. Making sure everything is secure. Looks good. And reconnect the fuel lines. Alright, the bent hose is going to go on the inside and the fuel on the outside. Once that's done, take a T15 and remove the 2 screws at the bottom of the manifold. We're going to reinstall the intake manifold. Make sure that the bellows at the bottom line up, and if they don't, use a flathead screwdriver to pop them into place. Now you're going to tighten all 6 of the intake manifold's screws, securing it to the console. And we're going to take a T15 to reinstall the screws at the bottom to securely hold the cover down. And it only goes in one way. Next, we're going to install the inner and outer air filters. We're going to replace the hood and tighten down the 4 T25 head screws. Now you have successfully installed a new carburetor on the Sencore S8100 cutoff saw.